I want to hear, and want is a very special word from Otari, coming from the nation of Georgia. And Otari has some cosmological theological arguments for God. Otari, you're on AXP with Emma Thorne and Johnny P. We want to know, what are these?
Hello.
Hi.
Well, let me preface this by saying that I'm by no means philosopher, but I'm just curious what you think about these arguments. It seems logical that design, the world we live in is designed, it's created, it has laws of universe, and I don't think that it can be without a creator.
Could you please repeat yourself?
I'm just curious what you think about the fact that it seems illogical to propose a universe without God, because all created things need a creator. All design things need a designer, and so on.
Right. So when you call something a creative thing, you're presupposing that it is a creative thing. And therefore, in the very word created thing, you presuppose a designer. But suppose that they aren't created per se, right? I think that you're setting yourselves up for a victory when you start doing that. You're stacking the deck rhetorically, right? Laws presuppose a lawgiver. Paintings presuppose a painter. Watchmakers presuppose or watches presuppose a watchmaker. But we're talking about the universe here. If you want to call it a creation, then yeah. But I don't think that the universe was created by an agent. I don't have that belief. So get rid of it. Now talk about the universe. Talk about reality. Talk about matter and energy and various other uh, things that exist within space-time. Does that necessitate an intelligent agent that can create it? I don't think so. That's my response.
Well,
What's yours,
even,
Emma?
excuse me?
Oh, Emma, what is thy response?
Oh, I mean, we sort of had this conversation earlier. The answer that we have is that we don't know how the universe came to be, and there's nothing else. That's the entirety of my belief around that. Again, you'd have to prove that the universe was created in order to necessitate a creator, and that cannot be done.
Yep. Okay. What else you got, Otari?
Well, even the non-Christian scientists would tell you that our world is created. So I mean, it's such that if it was like our Earth was closer to Sun, for example, by 1% or such,
fine tuning,
then it would not be livable.
Atari, what about all of the millions of dead planets that aren't in the perfect position to sustain life?
Yes.
What's all that about?
This is the anthropic principle. Otari, I'd like you to look up the anthropic principle. We're here to ask the questions, right? Under those circumstances where life, intelligent life, can grow, and there's probably more than just Earth-like situations. There's probably other situations out there. I don't know. Probably that's a probability argument I don't want to have. But then there would be an entity like yourself and us who would be questioning the origins of life and the creator and all that stuff. But in all those instances where life is not feasible, there is no one. So you're looking back and saying the universe was created for me to exist. And as atheists, we're like, I don't know about that. What do you think about that?
All right. How about the fact that there are degrees of goodness, right? You would agree with that, right?
No, you have to repeat yourself. And it sounds like this is a cornucopia a veritable hodgepodge or smorgasbord of theistic arguments. W- Go ahead and repeat yourself because I think you said morality. Did you say morality?
Degree of goodness, was that what it?
No, it's
Yeah.
fifth argument of Aquinas. It's degrees of goodness, for example. And so it must be that there's a ultimate goodness that we can be compared to.
Yes.
Why must that be?
Yeah. This is Aristotelian logic taken to the Aquinian extreme. Yeah. Why? Why must there
Why,
be?
Atari? That was a question directed at you, Atari. Why must there be a comparable ultimate goodness? And how is it comparable if we cannot see it or interact with it?
I don't know, but if there's degrees of goodness in this world that we can observe, why can't there be ultimate goodness?
Okay. You're
Why
talking about,
why can't there be a purple fuzzy unicorn behind my chair that is just too small to see?
yeah, and the ultimate high degree of fuzzy purple unicorns behind the ultimate of chairs. This kind of reasoning is it's very fun and speculative and philosophy 001. I'm sorry, philosophy 101. Um, these kind of notions. Philosophers don't bandy back and forth on this kind of stuff. Contemporary cutting edge philosophers who are dealing with actual real things in the world. Um, I'm sure that there are history of philosophy professors who want to understand what Aquinas and what Aristotle and what Plato were talking about. But we've kind of moved past this. And why do I say we've moved past this? Ideas of goodness, ideas of justice. These are so generic. As atheists, as humanists, we might have a different understanding of what justice and goodness is. We might define it as that which is beneficial toward human flourishment, or what generates the most happiness, what avoids the most pain, what is, lots of different ways of doing it. Some libertarian folks might say whatever is allows the market to decide, blah 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 blah. There's probably lots of different ways of looking at it. Christians might say whatever is in harmony with the Bible, or is in accordance with God's will. But when you talk about goodness and then start personifying or objectifying, or talk about the Platonic or Aristotelian concept of forms, you're getting into this: how many Johnny P. Angels can dance on the head of a pin? And the answer is, if the music's right, just me and all night long. I'm not interested in this conversation anymore, Atari. But thank you for calling. Emma, last thoughts.
No, that's it. This basic arguments to trump atheists. Top 10 answers, YouTube, this is capital letters, shocked face thumbnail. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I feel this is going, Atari. It's you're circling the drain of basic almost philosophy.
Yeah.
and
Basically.
it's not great.
Emma, have you done a video like that? Have you done a video where it's like top 10 things that
I have
atheists...
answered top 10 questions for atheists on my channel. If anyone wants to know the answers to the top 10 questions for atheists.
I'm going to go check that out because I love those. So many great content creators have been doing that. And they're never good. The questions are never gotchas. They're never good.
No, they never are. It's always disappointing.
Yeah.